Good afternoon, Bryan College Station. Welcome to the Beliucci Hour lunch. Live on Sports Radio 1150 The Zone, 102.7 FM. We are here at the Tap on Harvey Road. I'm your host, Ryan Broninger. Welcome back, Beliucci Hour lunch. Here on the at the Tap on Harvey Road. Come check out the Tap's great lunch specials. $8.49 burger basket, $8.49 blackened chicken sandwich. That comes with fries and a drink. Monday nights karaoke, Wednesday nights piano bar. And we continue to work on the drink specials and the itinerary for the indoor tailgate ahead of A&M's home opener 2 weeks from today. Obi, I wanted to go back to and kind of clarify something I said last segment. I think with the change in coaching staffs and kind of what Coach Sumlin had got going on here, I think everybody wanted to hear, a lot of the fans, they get so excited to hear that the players are being coached and the players are being held accountable. And all that's good and well, but I think they take that to mean is that they're always hearing negativity and they're always being corrected. When it's good, they're told that it's good. And when it's bad, they're told that it's bad. You have to tell these kids the truth. It can't always be negative and beating them down left, right, and center to change a culture. That's not changing a culture. That's beating kids down. So I wanted to clarify that yes, they are being coached, and when they're not doing things right, they are told that they're not doing things right. But when it is good, they are told that, yes, that's what we're looking for. That's good. So it's important that you have both that positive and negative.
Well, absolutely. But if someone is if you're expecting a player to do a certain thing, deliver a block a certain way, stand a certain way, throw a certain way, and you continually don't, then coaches start to get a little bit frustrated and voice it. And I heard Jimbo yell at one of the quarterbacks for the way for his footwork just in a regular drill, because he has high standards and he knows what it takes to be successful. And I think that a good tough-minded guy can handle that, and he can accept a coach yelling at him, understand that they're trying to make him better, and then use that to get better. And I think if you have the kind of players that kind of recoil at that, well, those are the kind of players you probably don't want.
Well, and I think that's going to play a huge role in this quarterback battle between Kellen and Nick is who's going to be able to handle the coaching the best? Who's going to be able to handle Jimbo making you be perfect with everything you do, and when it's not, you hear about it. I think that's a huge deal.
I think so, and of course, what he's hammering on is for them to understand his system, and then their responsibilities, be able to read the defenses, and not just get them in the right play, but make sure everybody understands what's the correct blocking scheme, or I should say the most advantageous blocking scheme against the defense that the quarterback just deciphered, and so on. And so he's trying to get that, and that's a lot of responsibility. So in order to get that, he's got to really hammer it home.
We got to hear from the coordinators for the first time, and you were in the room with Daryl Dickey and Mike Elko.
Yeah.
What are your quick thoughts on both of those guys? It was your first time to talk to them, and I thought Mike Elko had some really cool, neat things to say.
Well, they're both just so professional. And, I'm very high on Mike Elko. I think he's going to come in here. And I said it today. I think the defense, we were talking about it this morning. We were saying the defense ranked 78th in the nation last year. So I said, I'll call my shot. It'll be twice as good, and they'll be ranked 39th in the nation in total defense. And I think that's very attainable for several reasons.
You do that around here, and people start going nuts, huh? That hasn't happened since that Tim DeRuyter season of 2010.
Yeah, well, I think Gabe was pointing out that A&M hadn't been in the top 50 nationally in defense in about, since he said 2006 maybe. And I just look at a defense with a guy like Kingsley Key, Ataro Alaka, senior Donovan Wilson. Throw out some other names. Derek Tucker, I really liked. Landis Durham.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a lot of talent on the defense, and with a different scheme, and then on top of that, an offense that's going to help them out by not trying to just see how many plays they can run, but to run tempo based on what it's going to take to win the game. I could see the A&M making a significant improvement on defense. And then just when we were talking to Dickey, just a professional, knows what he's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
People know that he comes from Memphis and thinking, well, they ran this wide open, throw the ball every play, up-tempo offense at Memphis. And isn't that contradictory to what Jimbo Fisher wants to do? But if you really know about Darryl Dickey, you know that they were a very run-oriented team when he was a head coach at North Texas, led the nation in rushing. Yeah. So he's just a professional guy that knows what they're looking for, can help develop quarterbacks, has done so. And I think he doesn't have to be the guy calling plays, and I think he can be a great asset. And, oh, by the way, he's the one that said, hey, we're looking to not necessarily have an up-tempo, but to control the tempo and play the tempo what it's going to take to win.
Yeah.
So if we need to go up-tempo real quick to score, hey, we're going to snap the ball fast, maybe not huddle, get the ball down and try to score. If we see our defense needs a break, then, hey, we're going to take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit and slow it down. And I think that's just smart.
And if you have that mentality at the Rose Bowl last year, you win the football game. I don't think there's any question about that.
Oh, well, yeah, they should have won it anyway. But, there's no question about that. And, of course, if you win that game, you might have a different coach here today. So
who knows?
So maybe
real quick,
silver lining.
Before we go to break, I wanted to get your thoughts on Elko's quote about the return of the wrecking crew. It just seems like every new defensive coordinator that's come in here since RC, it's a question they've had to answer. And I thought Coach Elko's answer was very measured, and I thought it was very cerebral. And it was good because he talked about, this is a day-by-day thing. Whatever, we got to focus on us creating our own identity. Whatever everyone else wants to bestow upon, a name upon what we do, that's up to them. But, again, this is about our standard.
Anybody that follows college football, and he said that he obviously did, he was a college football fan, knows about the wrecking crew, and they know what Texas A&M used to be. And if you didn't know, then once you get here, you find out. And everybody knows Wallace and Coriat and all those players and how dominant and intimidating those defenses were. And so he's going to come in, he's going to hear things about the wrecking crew, he's going to understand what that standard you're trying to reach. But I think at this point right now, get a crew first.
Get a crew, and
then start thinking about wrecking. So what I'm saying is, and I'm sure that's what he's trying to do, establish yourself as a good, fundamentally sound defense that can just stop people, that you can stop the opponent more, at enough to win. And then after you prove you can do that, take the next step, or try to take the next step of being that dominant, intimidating, I'll knock your helmet off and hold it up for the Kyle Field stands to cheer. Then be that. But first, establish yourself as an effective defense first.
Yeah. I thought, again, and you're 100% spot on with all of that. I think I got a sneaky feeling that he believes this talent is better than maybe what he thought it was whenever he got here. I think getting Buddy Johnson back, getting Donovan healthy, getting Tucker healthy, I think he's starting to say, hey, these guys, this is maybe the most talented group of individuals I've ever had to coach.
I think if you gave him truth serum, he doesn't want to talk bad on those kids from Notre Dame. And Notre Dame had good talent, but they didn't have a senior that was in the NFL that was drafted on defense.
No.
Now, they had some NFL caliber players coming up, but I don't know that they have as many NFL caliber players on that Notre Dame defense as they do on this Texas A&M defense. As I said, I think someday Tyrell Dodson will be playing pro football. I think someday Donovan Wilson will be playing pro football. Kingsley Key, Justin Matabike, maybe Mac.
Peavy.
So I think he probably got down here and started looking at the hand he was dealt and said,
this ain't
I
so
got a
bad.
full house here. I think I can win some. I think I can win the pot.
On the other side of the break, we will get into the A&M schedule, get OB's thoughts on the Aggies' upcoming opponents. Beliucci Hour lunch, live on the Zone.
From News Talk 1620 WTAW, I'm Chelsea Reber with a news update on sports.